Mono White is currently the fourth best performing deck in all of Standard, but I think we can make it even better. Currently, it's got a 57% win rate behind Rabbits, 59%, Red Goblins at 58%, and Azorius Artifacts at 57.5%. But, surprise, surprise, the cards that are not performing super well in the deck are the 4-drops in our 20-land deck that we can't really cast it easily. Sarah Paragon and Exemplar of Light are actually not performing that well when you look at the stats. And yeah, it makes total sense. It's just difficult to cast. We have no draw engines. We have no ability to hit lands. We have no ability to scry. We're just, this of all the brain dead decks and all the brain dead world, I know people like to shit on mono red, but this is the one for you. If you're just trying to chill and slap some stuff down and go to town, this is it. But we need to be able to cast our spells, and we can't cast Sarah Paragon or Exemplar of Light super easily, although obviously they are powerful effects if you can guess them. I'm more of the mindset that if we get that late in the game, we probably lost. Like, if the opponent sweeps the board, we probably lost. Like, sure, maybe Sarah Paragon could get you back some stuff, but likely this dies too, and then it all kind of falls apart. So I think let's just lean into the Leyline of Hope. Let's be really aggressive. Let's give all of our creatures +2/+2 and go to town and swing for the fences. So what I'm going to do here instead is we're going to take out Sarah Paragon, and we're going to take out Exemplar of Light, and we're going to put in another 2-drop. If you know me, you already know which one it is. It's Amalia, Benavides, Aguirre. This is one of my favorite 2-drops, at least in the life game package, maybe even in the game. I don't know, maybe even Standard, but she's super good. She's a duplicate effect of the Pridemate or Channeler. She grows every single turn, and also offers a kind of pseudo draw effect where if lands are on top, they go to hand, and if not, you can either choose to put them in the graveyard or leave them on top. So she's a very good card and is another consistent 2-drop we can hit on our curve with only 20 lands. So player, I don't even think we need to make that big of a change. We can add in some Caves of Koilos, some Concealed Courtyard, and also even some Starting Town, and be just fine. And honestly, this is even probably for the best anyway, because now we have an easy way to activate the Channeler's ability. If you lose life on your turn, you can give it Vigilance and Flying, which ends up being super relevant, right? As long as you lost life on this turn, this creature has Flying and Vigilance. So you can do that by yourself by tapping the Caves of Koilos or the Starting Town to use the Painland effect. So that's it. That's the only change we're going to make here. Normally when I run Amalia, I really like running the Knight Errant. And if I'm going to run the Knight Errant and Amalia, I also generally throw in Casey the Uneaten Feast, because guaranteeing the turn 1 life gain source into the turn 2 play, because we have 8 abilities, 8 copies of that effect, is really, really good. But given that Leyline of Hope wants to pay us off for having creatures, I'm actually going to leave the Leon and Vanguard in here. Usually this is the card that comes out because it doesn't even give you life gain on turn 1 or 2. So it's actually more of a late game card, but given that we're going to run Leyline of Hope instead of Knight Errant in this version today, we're going to keep it as is. I'm also not going to shove in any Aerith Gainsborough. Linden is probably the fastest way to get your life up to trigger Leyline of Hope. So we're going to run 4 copies of her and keep it super nice and tidy. Here we go. That's it. It's simple. This is the most brain dead deck in all of Standard. I think it will win you lots of games. We'll see how we do today. Should be just fine. I think we're like rank 40 Mythic or so. Something to that effect. I know I say this every day, but really, for real this time, I think my apartment is coming tomorrow. I think I'm getting the contract tomorrow. I don't think I'm letting move in. But they've been slow as dookie. A lot of unhappy people with my omniscience video yesterday. That's okay. It's all good. It's all good. Electric Artiste. We're on the draw. We got Amalia. We got some lands. It looks good to me. Let's keep it. All right, a fast land for us. That is the better of the 1-drops. Does have a little descend effect. Opponent hold and stick on 1 white/blue mana. Could have like a Flood Maw here. We don't know what they are. I think we're assuming they're artifacts. So, I don't think we care about the life loss. Let's do this. Let's go ahead and get Amalia cooking. No counterspell. Go for the attack. Maybe they serrated Soul Blades. Maybe they're actually true control. Alright, so they're officially actual control here. Sure, we like that card. Keep it. We got plenty of land here. So this is going to be a terrible matchup for us, right? Because 1 sweep and we're super sad. There's not a whole lot we can do about that, to be honest. But we can attempt to scale the next sucker. Get my Pridemate here. I mean, it doesn't feel good no matter how we do it here. Okay, it's a 3/3. It's a 15. It's a 4/4. A demolition field. We got plenty of basics. But most importantly, they get themselves the second white source. So they are guaranteed to lockdown or Day of Judgment or whatever the hell they're about to do. It's going to happen. There's not a whole lot we can do about that. Lockdown it is. Okay, so we can actually shelter it away at some point in the game. It is possible. It won't always work out. Oh, that's pretty interesting. Just go for it right now. Oh, I don't know if we go for it right now. It's brutal. I mean, I would say we effectively lost from turn 2, right? Once we knew what was going to happen. So we have to get super lucky here to just have anything pan out for us. Amalia's good. Amalia actually starts moving us in the right direction. Like, if there was a way to out-draw them, this is part of that solution. Attempt to swing into 3 open mana. Both actually have flying. See if they flash in like the flanker. Cannot kill it. Get lost you. 1 minute open for post-combat. Sure. Threat on top. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't think we need to use the map token. Because we're going to keep it on top anyway. They have to lock down again, which is really sad, right? But there's only so much you can do. They do nothing, they move to us. Drop the channeler before combat. Can I counter this? Okay, this is not going terribly, I would say. Let's attempt this. Hawk on top. Probably don't need more facilitators. Probably just want payoffs. Swing for 5. We always have the trump trick of the Shelter by Goose. Sure, we'll keep another payoff. Day of Judgment. Alright. Well, if we were going to go for the Shelter, it's getting close to time. Okay. Right, we've seen a lockdown, we see a Day of Judgment. I don't think there's necessarily going to be a better time to shelter, so it might just come out here. Jace, okay.
I've already read your thoughts. You kill.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's time. We hope this works. Four, 5, 6. I think we're just going face. I don't think we're gonna kill Jace. If they have Judgment again, yo, so be it. We've done our best. We have a lot of pressure here. I mean, they need some answers. Okay, minus first. Either they have the sweeper already, or they look for the sweeper. My hopes are not high here. They scoop. What do you know? It's eking out the win versus blue-white control. Hot damn, that is very surprising. What do you think their hand is? All counter spells? All like Jace? That is an upset, I would say. That's got to be probably our worst possible matchup, I think. Similar to Rabbits. I mean, we just get brutally annihilated by Lockdown and Day of Judgment. And yet, the Shelter, the delayed Shelter, coming through for victory. I just count myself blessed on that one. I wouldn't say we deserve that. I think it just worked out in our favor. B-Man, 64 says, come on, Doc, let this deck die. The Omniscience Reanimator deck. For some reason, this is the only deck I never draw my Graveyard Exile against. Loving the content, even though you are piloting my Nemesis in the vid. Thank you. I think it's more found now with the creatures. Like, just combo off? Okay, not as exciting, but we actually have some creature threats in there. I think a bit more interesting. We're on the draw. No leyline showing up. Okay, yeah, one drop is fine. This is the same thing? We're facing the same deck here. Interesting. Blue-white control with the mill. Okay. The face. Here we go. Next turn, Linden. Soul Guide Lantern. All right, some graveyard tech. Oh my gosh, I have a message from the apartment agent. It's a voice message, unfortunately, which I can't listen to in the middle of this video, which kind of sucks. Get our last fast land thing down. I think it's just Linden here, right? Attack for 2. Yeah, they're pretty similar. And it does play around, lockdown if they do happen to hit that next land. Bomp bomp to the face, down to 13. Opponent stuck on 2 lands. Not feeling too bad about this. We get a Vanguard pre-combat. Dude, blue-white control. It's our worst matchup for sure. Just chomping through people here. I'm very upset I can't listen to this message though. What if it's like, the apartment's ready, you have 1 hour to respond, where we give the apartment to someone else. I don't really have an ability to listen to it. I have no extra headphones to make it happen. So I'll just sit here and pretend. It's probably nothing. It's probably, hey, same update as usual. I promised you it's ready. It's not. It's not. I'm definitely not lying to you. It's definitely ready tomorrow. That's the same. I get the same message every day from my agent. Quote unquote agent. It's okay. On the draw. Again. Goodness gracious. Alright, let's do it. Oh my god, what the hell? I think the matchmaker's trying to screw us, right? Like, is it blue-white control again? This is truly our absolute worst matchup. Let's see other artifacts this time. Nothing. Nothing going on there. Okay. I guess we could do this before combats to get the Vanguard trigger. Who knows? Maybe it'll matter. Maybe we'll actually want a ley line to be hard cast for hand. We don't have the black source in hand, but if these were the 4-drops, we also wouldn't be able to cast them either way. Anyway, so I don't feel too bad about that. You could throw in even more Thrawn portals. I'm a little bit hesitant to do that. We already have 8 fast lands. Like, there is some potential to want to double spell on 4. But obviously we're suffering a little bit from that choice here. Any land off the top lets us Linden, which would be nice. Okay, lockdown. Great. So it's our 3rd match in a row versus blue-eye control. It's not a land. It is a creature. We shall keep going. Brain dead, pushing forward here. Mistrise Village tap land. Okay. Stop up. Okay, yeah, they're a little bit weird on mana here, but now they're fine. Double white, double blue, demolition field. It's not a land. Okay. To the face. It's 15. What else we got? Elspeth Stormslayer. My goodness, very naughty. Plus, make some blockers. Fortunately, it does not gain life. This is very awkward for us. This is terrible, terrible outcome for us. Go ahead and kill the Channeler. It's kind of a waste. I mean, we probably lost here, right? I don't think I'm going to suicide in the Channeler. I just don't think I'm doing it. Life only gets worse from here, though, right? I mean, this has just been an awful, awful draw for us. I think opening hand was fine. 3rd land would be decent. Get double life gain triggers. Usually would scale their way out of the 1-drop range, but no. Okay, they're now 4 1-drops. And now they just chill. They just chill until we deplete our entire hand, and then do 1 sweep, and then we're just kind of over it. Double Planeswalker showing up in standard.
For the sake of
That's pretty cool.
I will.
It's been a while since Planeswalkers have been super good, I guess.
I know where to find all the answers.
It's not a land. It could kill the lockdown, which gives us a lot of triggers, which gives us some good attacks. I don't think it's going to live that long, but we really don't have a choice here. Here we go. I think it's got to be this. I just have low hopes that this will pan out that well for us. So we want to kill the Elspeth if we can. We don't have the Pain Land. If we could have the Pain Land to get flying to the Channeler, that would be huge right here. We do not. So we will do our best to threaten it. How do you feel about clearing out 1 more blocker? You double block it. I think it's fine. Like, I don't think I think we're happier if they remove... Oh, gosh. If they block, they have 3 blockers next turn. Maybe it's not worth it. Feels fairly close. We throw away the Sanctifier to 1 of these. They have one fewer blocker for now. They'll generate 2 more next turn. We lose Sanctifier, which isn't doing a whole lot anyway. Like, it doesn't matter how big our creatures are, because we have no ability to trample. Unless we can hit the pain land to get the channeling. Essence channeling turned on. Okay, that means they're not sweeping this turn, because they don't have to, because they can chill all they want. Ooh, that's scary. He just minus to us? He didn't even draw. He doesn't even need another card. That's terrifying. Ultima. Okay, that's fine. Well, at least they don't get any value off lockdown. It's just chilling there. Oh my gosh, it's the 3rd land. Thank you. Would have been useful a while ago. Okay. Opponent's got 6 cards in hand. What could go wrong? This guy doesn't even have an ultimate. He's just chilling. Touching the Linden, targeting Linden. The T-Gobbler says, Doc, I love it when you take no decks and give it the old rough to spin. Thank you. I like that too. That's pretty much all I do. Josh Smith, 6995, says, I won't even play against this Omniscience deck. Just like Cutter, yeah, you can win, but it's not a fun game. I built a similar deck, and it wasn't even a fun deck to play in my opinion, but hey, to each their own. I didn't say it was fun. I actually did have fun playing it, but that's mostly because I had a different deck every day. It's fun to play the good stuff, because I don't always get to play the good stuff, no? Okay, I think we're about ready to scoop here, right? Is this really worth anyone's time? Double Planeswalkers, 6 cards in hand. It's not even like they have a lockdown that we could shelter away to like have some surprise moment like last game or 2 games ago. So like, are we really benefiting anyone by hanging out here? I feel like no. I feel like we're probably good to go on. We'll give it a single turn here. I just don't see any combination of draws. Even if they only drew land for the rest of the game, I still think they can beat us. Just plus the Elspeth. They can make 2 creatures per turn off the Elspeth. We can only make like 1-ish. And probably plus the Jace a bunch, minuses. I almost think if they only drew land for the rest of the game, they can still beat us. Like, I think it's actually closer. Yeah, they can make a bunch of blockers of Elspeth and then maybe just get lethal that way out. Alright, I'm over. This is not worth our time. This is not worth it. It's not happening. This one just ain't happening. We got lucky the first 2 times against Azorius Control. This is going to be our worst matchup. I don't think we need to spend any time with this. Chicken C3 says, you're an evil man. I don't think so. That seems a tad dramatic. I doubt it. Riseberry8251 says, anyone else get the feeling that Dr. Ruckus speaks at 1.5x speed all the time? Yes, you are correct. Only in the context of YouTube videos. I've already said this before. 1, I watch all content. I used to watch it on 2x speed. Don't do this in my videos. I think it like halves my ad income. Because your perceived like audience retention is halved essentially because you don't watch it for as long. Oh my gosh, we finally get Land of Hope in the opening hand. We're on the draw with Double Killer's Hawk. If we hit a land, we're decently happy. If we don't, we're terribly, terribly distraught. I don't think I want to keep this. Nah, 98% Mythic? Nah, let's just... Oh god, another 1-lander. Double Land of Hope. It's pretty busted and broken. This is kind of tempting. I think I want to keep this one, actually. Keep up both of these. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, we can put one of these back. That's actually just fine with me. Okay. Cool. This one starts. I don't feel like going to 5. Oof. Baby. Never didn't have it. Alright. Sanctifier on 1. Boros. Yeah, that's fine. What are we going to do? No stick? Alright. What kind of Boros are we? It's nice that Amalia is here because she potentially will help smooth out the multi-6. Okay, did immediately. Do we want to drop Amalia right now? I think no. I think we try to get some value if we can. We're going to do this instead, which I realize isn't as mana efficient, right? If we top deck the 3rd land, we now have no ability to double spell. But maybe this gives us a trigger, helps hit a land, helps try to get out of this multi-6. Looks like they are going to main phase some removal, maybe. Being very sus here. Yeah, they are actually. 1 mana open. Okay, we hit the next land, so that's fine. We're not going to get double spell here. Okay. Again, I actually want Amalia to survive. The last card I want played is Amalia, because that's the one I most want them to be out of removal for. It does generate pseudo card advantage to try to take us out of this hole. Anyway, I used to listen to everything on 2x speed. Well, that's interesting. Okay, not what I expected to see here. I feel like we got a shot. That's not a bad follow-up. I think we start here. Just get the Vanguard trigger. If we shelter right now, how good is that? I think we just take the trigger. Land, alright. Technically we can attack. If we don't, though, we hold back both of these, which isn't awful. I think we just chill for 1 second. Played land, we got off Amalia. See if they have more removal for us. I didn't really expect them to be, they're 98% Mythic, so you know they're doing something a little bit funky. But I didn't expect, after that removal, to see this deck. So they can just sack the headliner here, deal 3 damage, pick off the Pride Mate. So that means we cannot actually just slam Shelter by Ghosts before combat. Again, so they can sack the headliner here, pick off the Pride Mate. They'd have to sack 3 things, I guess. No, they only have to sack the headliner here. Regardless. So we'll take this block, and we'll take this block, I guess. But they're going to sack the headliner before we move to damage anyway to kill the Pride Mate, is what I'm expecting. They're touching it. They're touching it a lot. Yes, 4 damage there. But we do get to declare a block beforehand. Okay. Before combat, I guess it's Amalia. It's the card they most want to kill. It's also the card most likely to scale. I think we'll just take I think we take the voice. Sure. All right, we're officially in the game. 22, you're fine on top. We'll keep what we can. I need Recall, better than our removal spell. I mean, we're about to get a huge trigger. Okay. We're doing okay. Hold on. Everyone just hold on a second. We're almost there. Sure. Keep it. Sure. So if we attack with 3 creatures, we go up to 25, which doesn't do it, right? No. So it's just you? Sure. That's okay. We'll be there next turn. We'll keep every threat on top. Alright, take 8. We go up 8. We go up to 33. We have an 11-10. They scoop. They're done with it. Fair enough. Anyway, I talk at this speed, so I listen to everything. I've listened to everything on 2x speed for years and years and years, which you guys should not do on my content, but you should do on everyone else's content. I now listen to everything at 3 or 4x speed. So I can just process it at that speed. Like, it's just more efficient. Comedy is the only exception. Comedy, I think, is best done at normal speed, because the pacing of jokes is really important. But in terms of not just absorbing information, like maybe I can't actually absorb information at 4x speed, but I can detect the information that is worth being absorbed and then like slow it down if I need to, if I can't actually get it the first time. So I do listen to a lot at fast speed, and thus I think it is not crazy that I also talk a little bit faster in a similar YouTube context. The other thing, which I've already said before, is when I used to consume Magic the Gathering YouTube content, it would drive me bananas at how slow people talked. And so I think I naturally maybe gravitated towards the opposite of that, which may be too much. It's also another thing is that, I mean, I get complaints if I play too slowly, people get mad. But if I play quickly and make mistakes, people also get mad. The ideal scenario for other people that are not me is that I think we're ready to go here. I guess they can bounce my rabbit, but I think it's worth the attack. Yeah, the ideal scenario for everyone else is that I play extremely quickly and never make any mistakes. But those generally tend to be, you know, competing with each other. Ley Line of Hope, you don't say. 2 creatures gives us actually 3 life here, which is not bad. And just the Linden gives us 2 life. 4 toughness. 2 torches would kill it. Maybe the extra life actually does matter here. It's not that efficient for mana, though. We're gonna do this instead. It'll be fine. Just Hue in the air. Hopefully this thing doesn't die to torch or something. Attack trigger. 5, punt it down to 13. They could flood while bounces, but I think we're about out of range of damage-based red removal at 4 toughness. Double torch is what it would have to look like. Oh, alright, we better win this turn, right? Or get pretty damn close. It's not a shelter off the top. It is a lot of life gain, though. Here we go. I think attack all button isn't bad here. We lose the Sanctifier. Oh, we actually spell lethal because we're in the air. So that is an easy. It looks like it's lethal either way. Even just a single attack gets up to 12. Yeah, the last thing about talking quickly is that I have a lot to say, but saying lots of things, it's slower to move my mouth to narrate everything than it is just click and play. And so if I want to communicate my thoughts to you, I actually have to talk a little bit quicker to keep pace with the gameplay that I would play, the speed I would play the game at if I didn't have to talk. Anyway, I'm just basically just making a bunch of excuses. Yes, I realize I talk kind of fast. I've gotten the feedback before, and I don't think I'm really interested in changing it. Although I could. This is from ages ago. The best budget deck in Standard. I don't even know. Top 600 Mythic, apparently. Eamon Butler says, sick deck. Good. That's probably still relevant, right? It's just like, Annex is the only rare you craft, and then it's just all mono black discard. Good deck. We're on the draw against Wanlos. Looks good to me. Starting town. It's a Chocobo. Okay. This is not awful for us, I would say. I don't like being on the draw, but we'll see if we can scale Amalia really big. Eventually they will run out of lands to scale, and we're pretty good at continuing to scale off life game, so if the game goes long enough... Because I also don't have any removal in mono green, right? So I guess they're not mono green, are they? Starting town, maybe for red or for white for shelter. We don't actually know what starting town is for here, right? Okay, so they're gonna run shelter, which is worse because now we can't just strictly outscale them. Life on matter. Let's do this. Okay, land to hand. Well, oh well. We could have played the other starting town this turn, and one of these is going to come and tap, but I think it's going to be fine. We'll have time to figure that out. Shelter this turn is kind of the worst thing we could see, especially onto a 3-4. That's also pretty bad. I mean, we kind of have our similar equivalent with Amalia, but it ain't exactly the same. Shelter off the top. What do you think about that? Take the Chocobo immediately. Play Linden, gain a life, maybe make a 3-3. No, it's gotta be shelter off the gotta be the shelter here. Or land to hand, lots of land. Okay, that's fine. Take their draw engine. Keep our pseudo draw engine. A little bit of life back. You're fine to actually double spell next turn, so I'm good to keep you. That's fine. We'll go on tap land, take fire, Linden. I don't know if they've had shelter, because I could see them prioritizing the Chocobo last turn. So we could still see like a shelter. Ooh, it's a lot of damage. It's not going on Amalia though. Now we got Ward 2. Can't pay that. Eh. That's a no-no. No blocks. Didn't attack with 3-4 either. Very interesting. Okay. It's a creature. Sure, I'll keep that. It's fine by me. Okay, it's gonna be a big boy on the attack, right? We attack with just 1, goes up to 7 toughness, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we throw away a bat, we get 2 life. So then we go up to 8 toughness, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'd have to attack with 3, throw 2 of them away. Or we just chill 1 more turn, right? I think we just chill 1 more turn, I guess. I don't know if they throw everything away or not. I think we wait. Okay. Oh my gosh, side quest. I don't know what this does. Enters create a 2/2 bird. Whenever a land you control enters, so you get +1 until end of turn. Beginning of your first main phase. If you control 4 or more birds, transform this enchantment, which I think they do. When it transforms to a black chocobo, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield tap. Landfall whenever a land you control enters birds you control. All birds get +1/+1 until end of turn. Okay, very exciting. Okay. Trigger. We could actually cast the next Amalia here. Just get even more triggers. Very good card. I don't think they're ever going to kill the first Amalia, right? So I think we're actually quite safe to drop the next Amalia just to get double triggers off. I don't think it will ever get more relevant than this. Which one do you want to keep? I want to keep this one. Okay, and then attack-wise, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1 attack. We need to attack with 3 things to get through this battle state, or we could wait another turn. If we do 2... Plus, like, trade a flyer is okay. We could throw away Linden here. No, I don't really want to do that. 11 toughness. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You'd have to attack with 3 things. I don't really feel like doing it. I think we're going to wait another turn. I just don't think it's worth it. Yeah, you're good to keep on top. At some point, they will hit 4th land and could cast their own shelter, and that's really an issue. Maybe they just chump. I do think if we give them back the Traveling Chocobo, that is a way they can get out of the game, right? If they have a draw engine, we don't. I don't really like that outcome. All right, well, they are here, whether we like it or not. No trades on our part. If we had a Pain land, we could magically give the Chandler flying, but we cannot. Sure, that is also... It actually doesn't... Yeah, it's going to be fine. We'll keep that. Sure. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Attack with 4 things. We're good to go. One, 2, 3, and then 1 more gets in there. I think we can suicide a Sanctifier. I think that's enough to make Amalia survive no matter what. Okay, 16 toughness should be just fine. We should not have let the auto tapper tap the other starting town. We could have potentially used it as a defensive tool against a flyer. They don't really have flyer, but small misplay there. Okay, opponent drops to 4. We're at 41. Sure. If we actually had one more, damage, we would have gotten Amalia to 20, and then swept the whole board, which probably would have been better here. So now they have to answer the Essence Channeler. No, they don't. Yeah, that's a mistake. I guess on the attack trigger, we actually will sweep the board with Amalia. Nobody here has trampled. So as long as they can't shelter by ghosts on the Amalia, I think we're good to go. Let's just kill us here. I guess we're taking some blocks. Hold on. Oh gosh. Holy shit, there's actually a lot of fucking damage. What the hell? That's crazy. Okay, well, with the auto win there, yeah, it's a lot of damage. We may or may not live here, I'm not quite sure. 21 damage, we have a lot of life to play with. I mean, they have to attack all, essentially. You're pretty happy to chump the 16 damage. You can eat a 9 damage for fun. You can eat an 8 damage for fun. And then it's 21 plus, that's 35, so we're good to go. No one's got trample, right? Landfall, not trample. I think we're good. And then we get one more attack trigger off the Linden, which will sweep the board. Or we can just use the Pain Land to do the channeler thing. I guess they have one more card in hand. Oh my gosh, do you have another pump spell? Or something? Return a permanent? Okay, who are we returning? Chocobo? I can't recast though. Return 2 things. Return 2 things. Down to 6, no problem. I mean, there are lots of ways to do it here. This doesn't matter. The Pain Land alone gives the Channeler flying. Oh, it moved to combat anyway. Okay, we'll do it this way then. We attack all, it sweeps the board before combat, right? Power is exactly 20. Yeah, okay, sure. Oh, this is very awkward. None of this is good. Because now Amalia's gonna sweep the board. So... Jeez, I hope we can kill them off this. Oh, we get the counters there. This has been very awkward. Okay. If you're playing this deck, be mindful of how close we were to 20 power. We got to 19. If we had attacked with one more creature, we would have gotten 20, swept the board, and I think 1 right there, and then definitely did not play that very perfectly at all. Okay. That's fine. We'll take the win anyway. This is a comment on my Demir first place, like, best of 3 video winner. Woot says, great. This deck at 50% of the matches I fight now in best of 1. Oh, that's interesting. That is a pure coincidence. I don't think it's even top 10 most played decks in best of 1. Go to the meta for best of 1. Yeah, it's not even in the top 10. I don't know how low we'd have to go. We're on the draw again. I feel like we've been on the draw a lot today. We have Amalia. Let's try to be a little more mindful of you know, hitting 20. Oh, gosh. Is this a card? 1 mana, 3/3. Trample at the beginning of your end step. If this creature didn't enter the battlefield this turn, return to its owner's hand. That is so interesting. I don't know what to make of that. What am I supposed to do against this thing? At the end of turn, though, we'll return it to its hand. Unless they have, like, a sneaky way to, like... keep... Oh my gosh, what's this card do? 2 mana, 4/2. This creature does not tap during your untap step. Beginning of each end step. If a creature died this turn, tap this creature? What's going on? I have no idea. Okay, it's Amalia time. Let's go. Shelter on top. Pretty hard to turn that away. I wouldn't... Against red and green, I think that's too much to give away. It's going to get blocked still, right? If there were any other color combination, I might bin it. And just get a land. We should have a lot of draw power. And just power in general in this hand. If they cannot kill Amalia right here. 10 damage to the face. Can they double it? 1 mana double strike? I don't think so. I think we take 10. It blocks. +3/+0 and haste. Okay. I think it's just this. Doesn't untap during your untap step. Alright, I don't know what to think about that. It's just you. We might actually need to chump block against some weird combo, right? Let's not crush things. Maybe we need Sanctifier to block. I have no idea what the opponent's doing. This we cannot even cast, so you're actually free to go here. I'd rather get another land. Okay, what does this card do? 2 mana, 3/2 trample. Once card becomes plotted, target creature is +3/+2 and gains trample. Okay. Dude, kind of almost got us. 36 Mythic, okay. That was wild. I don't think we've seen Leyline of Hope do anything, right? The entire day today? Is that true? Have we never, either it hasn't been the opening hand, or we haven't been able to maintain 27 life? I think that is the case. Anyway, I don't know why you're playing so much best of 1 against Demir. That's weird. MH Breath. We're on the play. Looks great. And we have the Leyline. Alright, this is going to be a good Leyline game. The Vanguard is the worst of the 1-drops because we don't get an immediate trigger on 2 for the Pride Mate. But it is a creature that will thus scale off the Leyline eventually, so see if we can get that going. Alright, here's a Pride Mate. I'm not going to offer the trade. I think they might take it. Who knows? I don't really care about the point of damage. Dragon Hunt, killed Pride Mate, okay. Land would be sweet here. Land, Vanguard, Pride Mate would be pretty sweet. Dead, 2 to the face. No blocks. They might hold it back to block. Maybe they're just going to combo off on our butt. Nope, they get in there. No blocks. It's a land. Let's go. I don't think we're sheltering. Alright, trigger. I think you're good to get in there. Shelter next turn is really quite huge. If the Pride Mate can live 1 more turn, it's unlikely to die. It could get Flood Maw bounced. I think they go 3 Flood Maw and 1 Spell Pierce. If you were to net deck that, I think that's what they're doing. This won't be this turn. Just want to check real quick. If you're going to net deck, is it stuff? Is it prowess? 3 Flood Maws, yeah, so that is very much on our mind here. But we'll make them have it. Okay, just short of 27. Thrill Seeker down there, no VV. 33 life, we hit the big ley line. So it's kind of all about if they have Flood Maw here. If they do, they get back a 1/1. We still hit them pretty hard. No. They're at least not going to Flood Maw the Pride Mate. They could still Flood Maw the Shelter to get a blocker back. It's looking like we're getting close to lethal here. Yeah, they're over it. Okay, this is the point in favor of Leyline, because if I wasn't running Leyline, I'd be running 22 lands plus a Knight Errant. And a Knight Errant would actually slow us down. So if you think that Best of One's really fast in combo-y, that is why I might run Leyline over Knight Errant. Because maybe it is not always best to take a turn off. If you can just slam in for victory on turn 4, whatever that was. So far, pretty successful day. Anyway, MH Breath says, I made it to Mythic as a free-to-play player who just started Arena a few weeks ago. I had Magic experience in real life years ago, but I hadn't played for a while. I did it with a mono-green landfall deck that I made with whatever the game gave me to work. It wasn't easy, but I'm just saying this because if I can do it, anyone can do it. No excuses, get in there and fight. I am happy for you. What is this first? Great, we'll keep this. Leyline showing up again. You say you got to Mythic, or what did you say exactly? Mono red. Eh. I guess we could go next year. No stick. Okay, so there's no burst lightning. Alright. If there was, I might give him the Vanguard or something. But there's no stick, so there's no shock. There could be a torch, but there wasn't. Made it to Mythic. Yeah. That's what he said. Okay. Double red open. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do the Challenger. We could also attack here first and see if I want to do anything. You really have nothing on turn 2 as red? Like, that's a little suspect, right? There's no stick. Okay, sure, let's go. If there was stick, I think I might drop, like, the Bat and maybe the Vanguard after combat or something, but there's no stick, so they... So, are we like, oh man, I know this deck. Ah, crap, I know this fucking deck. I know what this is. We can't get up to 27, right? We can get max 2 more life here. 3 does not move the needle. This is the infinite combo white and red. I don't know what to call it. Something deck. So if they win the flip, they get a treasure, and then they could combo off as soon as next turn. Okay, to 14. Is that a win? It's a loss. Okay, so they don't combo off on 5, right? I think they need Dragonstorm. So if we go double creatures, we'll have a lot of damage. 4, 5, 6, 7. That's interesting. I don't know if this card's important. It has ward anyway, though, so I don't think it matters from our standpoint. This is fine to do. It'll counteract off the Vanguard. Go down to 25. Okay. I guess they could still win. We only have 12 damage here. Could still combo off. Turn 5 land, Dragonstorm, infinite combo. I think is how this works. I don't really know. Yeah, there it is. That might just be the whole game, dude. Do you guys want to see me stick around for this? I don't... Oh, God, I guess I need to know. For your guys' sake, I need to know. Is there any point for me to be here? Or is it auto-win, right? Like... So, part of what happens is, right, Victorious Con, and they just... That's probably one of the best ones to get early, right? I don't think we could have been any faster. So I think we're just kind of fucked here. Dude, if you want to be annoyed with the deck, this one is more annoying, because Omniscience, I pretty much know how they win. But I don't know if it's worth our time to stick this out. I think as they get Victorious Con down first, it's pretty hard for us to win. We were up at 27 life, which makes it a little more interesting. I guess we'll see how many cards they have left. They only have 10 cards left in library. No, they go to the bottom. Nope, they have 38. Okay. Gosh, is this worth it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna read some comments. I don't know. They might not win. They might. I guess if they gave us the good game, I might scoop. But as it stands, I just don't know if it's worth scooping out. Matthew Arndt says, I was your first victim today, as I was playing the Azorius Omniscience deck, and I was playing your rabbit deck. We'll be happy if they are rabbits, is what I said, and he was not. Oh, sorry. We'll be happy if they are rabbits was not the line I wanted to hear at the start of the video. I'm sorry about that. A lot of Dragonstorms. They're just doing their thing, playing their solitaire. Mrs. Jaybird says, can you at least tell us the continent to which you have moved? Playing the incurably curious card. Yes. I'm on the same continent as I was before. It's not a big deal. I could say exactly where I am, and some of you already actually know, which was a mistake on my part. It's not a big deal. There are plenty of people on YouTube who explicitly like make videos about where they live and like, hey, I'm in New York City. These are all the best restaurants in New York City, right? So like, okay, apparently we did not lose. So that's interesting. We can give the Channeler flying, I guess. And attack down the Quintorius Khand. Could trade the Pride Mate with a Dinosaur. Get 2 life gain triggers. I think we're doing the Pain Land here. This has got to be here. I don't think we're going to have any removals, so we can actually take whatever we want, I think. We'll get, what, a trigger off the Vanguard, bring the Pride Mate up to 7. I think we have to take the Victorious, or we need to attack it down, so let's just take it. You can go face in the air, you might as well go face in the air as well. We could trade Pride Mate, but it gets bigger next turn, so let's just do it like this. And apparently we didn't auto-lose. I guess we'll find out if we auto-lose this next turn. I don't actually know. I was not paying attention at all to what they were doing, because it seemed irrelevant. It seems like we are not really a player in this game. They're just playing the solitaire game by themselves. Yeah, so it's really not that big a deal. I mean, in the past, like, I've wanted to keep things a little bit private. There's always the chance that some weird stalker person, like, tries to figure out where I live and, like, I don't know, tries to, like, attack me or make love to me, or God knows what people want, right? Who knows? But at the same time, like I said, there are plenty of people who, for a living on YouTube, they say exactly where they are, all their favorite restaurants or whatever it is, and they, I guess, accept that risk. So I might do a reveal video at some point, but I don't know. It's not a big deal. I'm probably not going to say it right now because I don't really feel like it. Okay, so now I have a flying blocker, which is very relevant in terms of cards I can get from us. We now no longer have the auto win, but the game does appear to continue to go on. So I guess we'll take to the skies again. This can be white. This is the better of the two, and they are over it. All right, well, we walk away against the win. I guess I'm glad we stuck it out from a rank standpoint. From a time standpoint, I do feel like we wasted our time a little bit on that match, but what do you do? Okay, pretty sweet day. I think we maybe lost 1 out of 8. I'm kind of making that up. I'm not really sure. What do I think about the deck? What do I think about taking out the 4-drops that are statistically the worst performing cards in the deck? I think pretty good. How did Amalia do? I think great. At worst case scenario, she is a more playable 2-drop in your deck that only runs 20 lands, right? Like, you can't be upset about that. I don't think you should be running 4-drops in your 20-land deck with no way to scry or draw or do anything. Like, it just doesn't really make sense. Yes, you'll have some anecdotes to leave in the comments, like this one game I had Sarah Paragon and I won the game because I played my whole graveyard back, and that is wonderful and nice, but most of the time it's gonna be a 4-drop in your hand. You're just not gonna be able to cast it. So Amalia's awesome. The cost of the mana base was not huge to play her. There's like one game where we actually did not have black, but every other game we had black, and it was not a big deal. You could throw in Thrawn Portal, but I think I'm happy with this many fast lands. I don't think I want more fast lands because I do actually want the double spell on 4 sometimes. So this is what I would do to take one of the best decks in Standard even better, make it even better, go over the top. Yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.